Hey everybody, so for my presentation, I chose to do the Core Phonics survey. What is the Core Phonics survey? It's a mastery test that assesses phonics and phonics-related skills. It includes a list of letters, words, pseudo-words that the students will be asked to identify and or decode. It's a screening measure. It provides data on growth and mastery at the end of an instructional period. It can indicate if a student needs phonics concepts instruction or not, or if more testing needs to be done. However, it does not replace other screening measures, CBM test, or progress monitoring. Since it's a mastery test, the students will eventually get all of the items correct because we're working towards scoring a mastery score. How is it administered? The admin for the test will read the scripted parts and the student will answer. The admin will have a form as well where they will keep track of the student's answers. The student will have a form to read from, and the instructions that the administrator will look at are on the record form. Here is what the administrator's form would look like, where they have the title of what the section is and the script that they would read from, as well as what the student is looking at and where to keep score. This is also where they will keep track of how the student answers. And this is the student's form, so they only see those letters that they will read from. Why is it administered? Well, this test measures students' abilities to use their knowledge of letter-sound correspondences to decode words, measuring their ability to read individual words. And it can identify if the student needs systematic and explicit phonics instruction and the skills that they do not possess, more specific reading instructions, tasks that will be tailored to what the student needs, and reinforce lacking skills. So it can identify the reading instruction that the student may need and the tasks that will help and what skills will need to be reinforced. So this is what the scoring would look like for the English one. I did not include the Spanish one, but for the English, the benchmark would be all of them. And then the strategic is 65 to 82, and then the intensive is 0 to 64. So the intensive and strategic are when the students need help. So if they score a strategic or intensive score, targeted and intensified instruction will be needed. Extensive practice with the phonics concepts that are indicated will be needed as well. If an analysis is performed on the errors, it can assist in providing more specific information on what phonic elements the student needs help with and what the teacher needs to work with them on. Repeated opportunities to practice reading words to develop automaticity. And finally, the next step could be the core phoneme segmentation test. And this can be given to isolate phoneme awareness if that is an underlying factor. So this test is really just great for identifying if a student is struggling with the phonics skills and for helping the teacher know where to go next with that student and to assess, like, okay, this is the beginning of the year, this is where we are, this is where we need to set our goals for the end of the year. I really enjoyed just reading about this test. I'm interested in the phonics side of things, and I just thought that this was a cool survey to look at and to possibly use in the classroom in the near future. So thank you so much, and I hope you all are doing well.